When we say build a brand, what does that mean? Before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you what it doesn't mean. When we say build your brand, we do not mean put your name at the end of every single quote that you write on Canva and post on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. It is not taking pictures and putting your name at the end of the picture because you are a brand. It is not having personalized business cards or having a page where you call yourself things and therefore you are a brand. No. When we say build a brand, what we're saying is let people get to know you. Let people get to know you and build a community around people knowing you for a specific thing. Once you have done that, you have built a brand. And remember, because a brand is human, it's human in its form because it has perfection, it has perfect parts and imperfect parts. You have to understand that it is something you have to build on every single day because it will change and it will develop and evolve as time goes by. So building a brand truly means putting in the work to get people to know you and understand your interests and your impact on the world, believing in that, communicating it to you and to other people, having a conversation with you about it, and allowing you to be one of the thought leaders, pioneers, leaders, whatever it may be, of that thing. So if, for instance, you want to be a brand in entrepreneurship, you build a community around the fact that you talk about entrepreneurship and you share certain things. Once people believe it and respond to you and have a conversation with you, have conversations with each other about what you're talking about, you're in the process of building a brand, which means that when you put your name next to a quote or something else that you've created, it means something, it carries weight. When you say, dogs are beautiful and you're a dog influencer and you've got 1 million followers, then people go, oh my gosh, yeah, that's a credible source to say that because she actually has dogs and she's doing such a good job with the dogs that she's got 1 million followers on her page and she knows a whole lot about dogs. But if you're somebody who's never posted about these things, who's never really said much about it, and all of a sudden you're coming out on social media and you've got your own personalized quotes and you're putting your name, it almost means nothing. People are not superficial when they don't engage in your content. They just don't know who you are. And you don't have to be famous for them to know who you are. You just have to have a brand. And a brand is the work that you put in into getting people to know about you, know your interests, know your impact in what you do, believe in it or not believe in it, but have conversations around it and build communities around them. Once that has happened, you have a brand. But until then, whether or not you put your name on what you say, nobody's really going to care because who are you and what have you done to prove that what you're saying is something that you've lived or have experienced or know anything about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's just be careful that we're not jumping on the wave of thinking that whenever we put our names on things or we wear suits or we, I don't know, have Instagram pages and Twitter accounts that all of a sudden we are brands. No, no, no. Brand building is the same as building a company. It's the same as anything. It takes work and there are certain measures that show whether or not you have a brand.